right up to it. Now imagine if a big ass hand just come out of there and grab his son. Okay? I mean, I'm just joking. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm just joking. I know I shouldn't say that. But I would be worried about that. I wouldn't want to take my son there that hole because I'd be really messed up. If someone reached and grabbed his ass, put him down in there. I'd be like, oh damn. Anyway, yeah, this is going to be a very beautiful day. I'm looking forward to it. You know, this guy right here, his name is Ashwa Crazy. I was at his lecture in Los Angeles, California once, and I had actually got involved with listening to this guy from my friend, um, Sunchild. I was over his house one day, and he put this dude on, and I was listening to this guy. I was like, what the hell? At first, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I thought that it was something really, really bizarre about everything with Christianity anyway, because I knew it was things missing. And I usually try to talk to the preachers, and they just say, "Oh, just don't worry about that." And I'm like, "What the hell you mean? Don't worry about it? I need to know." And most of the stuff that bugged me was about the Virgin Mary, you know, because I was trying to say to them, there's no way that black people could have came from white people because we have a greater skin essence than white people do. And I knew that. I was wise enough to know that the darker your skin is, the better off you are. I knew that. Just naturally knew it. So it's what made me start searching. And what led me to the sun is because I wanted to know the advantages of my skin, because I knew that the sun was having some type of interaction with me, but I couldn't understand it until I listened to this guy video one day. Alright. Man, I started listening to this guy, and it really made every sense to me about what had happened to us, how everything from us had been plagiarized, all our connection with the sun, when we was all up and down the Nile Valley, making these temples and everything, worshiping the God, our God Amen, and all our spiritual deities that we knew as a part of our cosmic existence. We were always in touch with them forever. And then the Europeans came in, like I said, murdered everyone, raped everyone, changed everyone's skin complexions, lightened everybody up, deliberately aware of our connection with the sunlight, and doing everything that they can to push us away from that knowledge of self so we wouldn't have the sun as a source of energy to us. So the reason I say that is because I just want everybody to know that the worst death you can deal to yourself is the denial of the true existence of self as being sunlight, because that's what we are. That's exactly what we are. Okay? And yeah, peace and blessings. I give shout out to Ashwa Crazy, one of the guys that I know for a fact is very diligent at getting this information to the people. When I met this brother, I met him at a place called the Crescent. Minister Reverend Mary Carrard Center there, down there on I think it's on Western. It's been so long since I've been there. It's right on Western, near I think it's near Figueroa. Is it Figueroa? It's been a while since I've been there, you know. But I used to go there and study metaphysics there. And his guy came and did a lecture there, and I brought a whole lot of his DVDs and stuff from him, because him and his wife, they make a lot of stuff. You guys out there should check him out. Go study some of his work. This man is real wise, and he give you on-site footage of Africa. That's the reason why I'm not going to go any further than here. I wish I was thinking about uploading the stuff on here so you can hear what he say, but I don't have his phone number to call him and ask him to do that, so I'm not going to do it, even though it's on YouTube, because you know what? I did a thing with We Are the World on it. You know, I had both of them on that, and I was thinking that those songs were so perfect to bring my point across to everybody of how it's going to take our unity with one another and our real trust in one another, because the only reason why we're fearing these extraterrestrials because we live on a planet where if we all had this power that they have, we'd utilize it to enslave each other. We all know that. That's the only reason why we're afraid of, oh, what are they going to do? Because we know what we would do. But my whole thing is that I did the work and put it up there. And YouTube, not trying to attack them because I'm sure they have guidelines they have to follow and things. So the whole thing got rejected, and that's the reason why you see part 9 on my new Asara Sarah page and not the other Asara Sateparama page, because like I said, I had some problems where that other page got disconnected from my ability to upload anything else on there. So I'm gonna have to get some more knowledgeable people in here to show me how to create that link again, because I screwed it up somehow. But anyway, I was able to get the new page up. So from the nothing comes the absolute, and the absolute must be turned to the nothing. That's how that goes, you know. So yeah, I would advise everyone out there that wants to know. There's so much stuff about Africa, you can't remember all that stuff from what the Nile Valley is at. But if you really want to know, this is the guy you should be asking right here. It's a lot of them. Bobby Hemmett, Phil Valentine, Minister Mary Carrara, Marimba Ani, Dr. Ann Brown, Dr. What's the melanin guy name? I can't think of his name right now, but he is really, really knowledgeable about it. Dr. Richard King, that's his name. And then there's so many people, I can't think of all their names right now, but every person that's out there, you should start talking to the sun, S-U-N sun, and you should start learning about how the female body works, because you learn about your universe by doing that. And it would just open up genetics inside of you. See, they come out here and tell us, oh, it's so hard to be a doctor and this and that, but the ideal of being a doctor should be the format of every person on earth. See, it shows you how far we are from sustaining each other and taking care of each other, even seeing a common need to, because nobody wants to go to school and learn how to become a doctor between 1 year old and 10 years old, but it could happen if we had a society that perpetuated that. But no, we have a society that wants you to be ignorant so you can have to be controlled and governed by what few doctors have control of that industry, and then they can all become wealthy millionaires, and the people who can afford it just don't get seen by a decent doctor. European capitalism got nothing to do with these structures right here that you see that's ruined and dilapidated by the same Europeans. Peace and blessing. And I do mean that. It was the Romans and the Greeks who went into Europe as well as Africa and destroyed everything that the African man, some civilizations, the African man and the European man built together, but the European man still destroyed it. That's what happened in Rome. Peace and blessing. And then they destroyed Egypt too, and America. Everywhere you go. That's why Egypt is a desert, because ungodly deeds takes the consideration of God away from you. So the green light doesn't go there anymore. And those Arabs and everybody that's still in Africa now want to enslave black people and do all the horrible things that they're doing all over the planet. I'm getting ready to deal with all their asses. Peace and blessings. Hotep. Now this thing that you're looking at right here is a pyramid. You see the thing at the bottom of it? That's a boat house. There's a boat inside of there that they built that, erected that housing around it to preserve it. This boat was built by ancient combatants. Proved that they were traveling all over the oceans and the seas way before the European man. I came to show you this because I thought about what that guy said, the non-original people on the Ivory Coast. You know, it's pathetic how these people will come on the earth and know they are the diluted version of us melanated people. They know that. But they want to do everything they can to eradicate their new kid on the block status and push themselves as the original people, when they know the truth of the matter is you need to get your melanin back, because everything about this earth is based on the sunlight. And as long as you are melanin recessive, you can never claim to be anything other than a melanin recessive Johnny-come-lately. So how dare you have the nerves to try to perpetuate the people of the Ivory Coast being non-original to that region. I could puke. I really could. Okay, here's the deal. The reason I act the way I act is because of this. All of this stuff that you see right here is our genuine history. Okay, all of it is ours. We did the painstaking work and everything to come on this planet and have the communication with the sunlight to establish ourselves as the people that we are. Okay, the fact that you guys want to come on the earth and let a small group of you all, what I mean is this: all the white people on the earth is not Zionists. All the white people on the earth are not Nazis. But there's a lot of you guys who sit around and watch us get victimized by them as long as you get privileged. The problem is that now you're being deprivileged by them also. Okay, here's the deal. The bullshit gotta stop. I'm not attacking white people because I like doing this. This is what it is. I don't want nobody walking around this planet trying to look at me or anyone else on the planet like they ain't shit and they don't matter and they could be mistreated and genocide and everything. Especially when the people you target for that are the ones who brings you the beginning and the end of yourself. Now all these UFOs that's on this planet will kill all y'all asses and leave us here because that's the way they wanted it to begin with. That's just something for you to think about the next time you want to try to decide who's not and who should not be on the earth and who should eat and who should not eat. Because I'm going to tell you, they here to kill y'all asses, not us, if you don't straighten up. And all the black people who don't straighten up, your ass already dead. Greetings. Hetep Poo and Hotep. Just to clarify, I don't really like having to say some of the shit I have to say, but I have to say it. So know that our circumstances on this planet is really able to be fixed. The thing is, you gotta want to fix it. So sometimes the thought of something really bad happening, like you getting put in prison or executed, make people act right. So don't get mad when sometimes I have to point out that the universe is really serious about fixing her planet, even if it means killing some people for the benefit of the ones that's going to be allowed to remain living on here in peace. Some have to go. That's going to be the method. It's up to everybody's own consciousness, your own mind. Don't get mad at me for having to be the person that tells you the way things are. Peace and blessings.